Hey there kids, it's me, Safari Sam, and today we're back with another fantastic specimen. Y'all said you wanted to see a shit ton of fossils, and I'm bringing you more fossils. We are running out, however, so if you want us to get more specimens and to go places where like live nature exists and things, and more unique places, please support us on Patreon. Be a big help. But now, let's get to our specimen. It's in this little box here. Yeah, never gave us a lid or any padding or anything when we bought it, so, you know, box off to the side. But this is actually a specimen of fossilized coral. It's pretty cool, right? It's very cool. You got all these like individual polyps. If you don't know what polyps are, they're the things that doctors keep having to cut off my ass. Yeah, really wish I had medical insurance. Brought it up for a nice close look here so you can see all the little different facts fused into this coral. Some, you know, some different colors than others. You know, nice edge, it's kind of just more rocky there, less coral. Nice and polished for display so that you can really see what's going on. You know, when it comes to all these specimens, I prefer like my geological specimens like rocks and gemstones and shit to not be polished and tumbled. Like this amethyst is just cut straight out of the tube, you know. I kind of prefer my rocks looking like they just come out of the ground. But I do like my fossils to be cleaned up and polished, because if you don't do that, it's kind of hard to really tell what the fossil is or what it was, or that it's even a fossil at all. Now I'll tell you about some coral. They're marine invertebrates. That's right, they are alive. I think a lot of people feel like coral is not alive, but it is. It's pretty cool. They make compact colonies of polyps like this, you know. And they are very important reef builders. Like, they're one of the most important things in the ocean environment, are these corals. It's true. It's true, they secrete calcium, form like a hard skeleton a lot of the time. And it's really dope. So a coral group is a colony of myriad genetically identical polyps. They're basically like little clones of each other, you know? Like twins, but less creepy. And polyps are like sac-like animals, only a few millimeters in diameter. Just a few in height. They're very small little fuckers, you know? Set of tentacles around a little mouth. Yeah, you don't think of coral having a mouth, but it's got one. And what that mouth do, by the way? Yeah, so it takes many years to make the full exoskeleton of the coral, which is very interesting. Takes a long time. There's asexual reproduction of polyps. It helps the colony grow. You know, so basically they don't need to put their dicks in each other's butts to reproduce. That doesn't mean they don't have sexual reproduction, because they can spawn gametes and shit, you know. Usually in the full moon, which is also when I get a little feisty. Now, there are some types of coral that, like, eat plankton and tiny little fucking fish and shit, but I would say that most are photosynthetic unicellular dinoflagellates, which, you know, I definitely know what that is, for sure. You don't have to ask me, because I know. You know? Now, the thing about corals is they're dying off real fucking fast. We're going to have a lot more of these fossils if we don't start fucking around. We gotta stop fucking around. You know? Because, like, people do scuba diving and then they, like, touch the coral. They're like, wow, let me touch that coral. And then the sunscreen on their hands, like, instantly starts killing that coral. And then, of course, there's all the trash and other pollution. Yeah, there's just so much trash, like, in Australia. We got a famous reef down there. And there's so much trash in our water. You know, cans, plastic rings, tourists. So much trash down there that it's getting increasingly more difficult to keep our reefs alive. I also want to show you sort of bottom of this coral, because it's actually really fucking cool. You can see like all these lines, which are also part of the coral that was in the rock. It's really cool, right? Can you see that? Like, they look like little veins. Just quite a beautiful specimen. Going to be a little difficult to display with that nub there, but you know, it's really nice. Look at that. That's just a really fucking cool specimen of coral. Very, very nice. It'll kind of like from here, it kind of looks like a mushroom or something. You know, like you want to put that on your pizza or use it to, you know, go on a trip. Like, it looks kind of like a mushroom from this distance. That's pretty funny. Or, you know, a flying saucer from any distance if you smoke too much weed. But that's pretty much it on the coral. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Got a link tree that'll take you pretty much anywhere. And we've also got Patreon, which I did mention earlier. If you support us on there, and like when you sign up say, hey, I want my donation to go towards Safari Sam, then we will put every cent of your monthly payment into whatever you request that it goes towards. Which is pretty cool. If you want to go towards G&G, it'll go towards G&G. If you want to go towards Safari Sam, it'll go towards Safari Sam. If you want to go towards the season finale of The Slender happening, it'll go towards the series finale of The Slender happening. Whatever you want. But please send it to us. These are so expensive. Oh, it's a good thing B3 and I kind of just had some of our own specimens, or this show probably wouldn't have been able to get off the ground. So we do need your help. And there's a lot, you get a lot in return on Patreon. A lot. There's hundreds of posts there for you to look at. Lots of exclusive videos. It's wonderful. And if it's something all of you would be interested in, I've also made a wish list on Amazon of affordable specimens that we can use on the show, and that was just kind of for B3 to use, but, you know, if anyone's interested, you can just have it sent to our P.O. box. Oh well. But yeah, that's it for coral. I'm going to try to just bounce on out of here. I know this was a quick one, but I kind of got a lot to do right now. My ex-wife's taking me to court, so I got to be there in about 2 hours. Not a lot of time to prep, and I still don't have a lawyer. Are we sure they're not going to get tired of fossils? Like, I know a lot of B3's other content involves, like, prehistoric stuff, especially dinosaurs, but, like, we are going to have a live animal on the show again at some point, right? I mean, I know we just did, like, some chickens and other stuff, but chickens? Is that really what people want to see in a nature show? I mean, come on, that was kind of ridiculous. I can't believe we did that.